Welcome to MFAA on Air.
When working with clients in the Asia Pacific, there are cultural practices that, if not adhered to, would hinder a broker's success in this region. MFAA on Air spoke to Dr. Margaret Byrne, an expert in cross-cultural meetings, decision-making and leadership, and a presenter at Darwin and Beyond. She shared her advice on how to form strong relationships with clients in the Asia Pacific.
In Darwin, I'm going to be helping people to think about skills across Asia that will see them right. And in this, I do think it's really important to bear in mind that you don't have to be perfect. If you can be 65%, 70% terrific, it ends up being enough in business because other parties cut you some slack. When people, really in any professional group, are thinking about expanding into the Asia Pacific, it's often hidden things that cause their undoing and not the things that are often highlighted in what I call the airport books. So for example, how you hold your business cards and present your business cards, how you dress, whether you bow your head or bow from the way, all that kind of stuff actually doesn't matter. It's often just those things that professionals in another society assume, quite wrongly, are universal. So I picked two. One would be sensitivity to hierarchy, because there's no doubt about it, when we look at international metrics on hierarchy scores in different countries, Australia's scores really, really low. So when Australians go into Asia, they often find a stumbling block is the need to show some deference to hierarchy because it runs counter to the Australian ethos to do that. Tips for a team going into a meeting would be, first of all, do your homework, do your research on who the counterparts are, so that you understand, for example, the hierarchy. Now, this could be more subtle than people imagine. For example, it could be the older guy in the corner who's saying very little because his English might be poorer than that younger person who maybe did an MBA in Sydney. But that younger person who is maybe speaking a little bit more at the beginning in the formalities bit might not be as senior as the quieter older person. So you do your homework first and you understand who's who. And the second tip would be to appreciate that because personal relationships are so important across the region, then the small talk part of the meeting is going to be longer.
You've been watching MFAA on Air.